that tonight we have Miss Rashi Raj performing some stand-up.
Hi, everyone. Like Nancy said, I'm Rashi, and I apologize for my appearance. I don't remember about makeup. And I mean, I went into the bathroom and I know that it exists. It's just, I don't know how to put it on anymore. It's not like riding a bike. Magnetic lashes and contouring are not the same as riding a bike. You can forget very easily, and I will probably never remember. So apologies. I did put in eye drops for you so I would look awake, and pigtails to try and take 20 years off of my age. One thing I'm not really appreciating about Google Hangouts is that I can't really like touch up my face or put a filter on. So I came up with a couple like filter hacks that we can use. This one I call the Bane. See, it's got an actual filter in it too. That's like 2 times the joke. And it's got a carbon filter inside, 3 times the joke. You're welcome. This one is called Remember Sports. I don't. And this is the last one. This is my very, very favorite. This is a homage to the iOS, the dinosaur. All right, enough. Check-in time. How's everybody doing? I mean, here we are all at home in the middle of a global pandemic and an impending race war. It's pretty awful out there right now. To be honest, I've really been watching a lot of porn to make it through. And I've been cycling through so much of it that I have crossed over into the very disgusting genres like mother and stepson. Like, you guys, how disgusting is that? That's not even your son. So my son, by the way, told me that I'm a trash mom because at the time when he was allowed to go to school, I packed him a Lunchable every single day. I see that this is really lazy. It's really uninspired, not very Pinteresty. But you have to understand, he asked for it. He asked for a Lunchable every single day and then accused me of being a trash mom. Like, dude, I'm already a single mom because of you. I don't get to be trash too. Like, if I have to be trash also, why don't I go buy some jean shorts that have the pockets hanging out of the bottom and those, what are those little skinny cigarettes from West Virginia? Virginia Slims? Get a pack of those. Then I can make it all the way trash, all the way home. He found a vibrator under my pillow recently. It was under my pillow because you ever do that thing where you like have sex and then it was so good you just fall asleep? Well, I mean, it's possible to fuck yourself so good you fall asleep too. So anyhow, that's why it was under the pillow, but still, he got it out and he's like, "Mommy, what's this?" And he turned it on and he's just rubbing it all over his head. And I thought, oh my God, like, does he have this memory in utero of me doing this to him constantly, almost blinding him and making him disabled by grinding his head with a vibrator? Does he remember that? And is it like a comforting memory to him? Anyway, I thought it was pretty gross, so I grabbed it out of his hand and I chucked it down the hallway. I mean, literally like a hot dog flying down the hallway. And my dog, being the retriever, ran down the hallway and got it and brought it back. So this is my life. I don't know if you can, oh, maybe now you can see that reflection in my glasses. Like, I am wondering, I'm actually trying hard not to become one of those 30-something TikTok moms. But look, I already got it. I own the ring light. And I also have the C-section scar. I won't show that to you because that'll make you sick. You probably just had dinner. You probably can't tell from here, but when I'm sitting down, you can't tell, but I'm pretty short. I'm 5 feet tall. My friends were making fun of me on a Zoom happy hour recently because they saw me, or they caught me, stand up on a step stool to cut vegetables. You know, it turns out if you're my height and you add like 4 to 6 inches to your height, all of a sudden everything in the world is made for you. It's so weird. Like all of a sudden counters are the proper height. My Fitbit betrayed me recently. It recorded my height as 4'12". Like, how is that a thing? Like, if you're dividing all of these inches in groups of 12, that becomes a foot. Please round it up, for the love of God. But on this spectrum of height, of like little person to, I don't know, regular person, I think I'm like right here in the middle, like fun size. Like I'm that size where, you know, people will pat me on the top of my head, even though I'm like 39 years old. And they will tell me that they want to put me in their pocket. You must have big ass pockets, you know, because I'm not that little. Also, I will probably vastly improve the quality of your pocket because I have excellent credit. Also, I don't like to go in pockets because my preferred method of being carried as a small person is in a Bjorn, but not like the facing into your body one. I like the one facing out so I can see the world, because I have enough neck muscle where I can hold my head up on my own, so I can be the outside looking kind. And finally, whether I'm walking a Chihuahua or an Alpine Wolf, I will always get that comment, "Are you walking that dog, or is that dog walking you?" Like, the dog is walking me. You're right. We got the leash and the collar out of the closet. He put it on himself and then stuck it into my fucking hand. Yes, that's what's happening here. He's walking me. But do you ever hear that people look like their dogs? Because my dog and I, like, we actually do look the same. Like, we have this giant mess of curly hair and like a big smile, and we're always trying to smell strangers' dicks and stuff. I adopted Mogambo when I moved to DC several years ago. And by adopt, I mean that I paid a breeder a whole bunch of money and I rescued him from this sprawling farm dog paradise in Texas, and then stuffed him into this 900 square foot urban apartment. And that's been his life ever since. I'm hoping this is a safe space to share this, because it's hard to admit these things these days. Mogambo's name comes from a villain in a Bollywood film. And I really can't tell you a whole lot more about him, because then you will be able to guess all of my passwords to all of my accounts, and I still need my identity for a little bit longer. Mogambo is dealing with a lot of emotional stuff. You know, he seems really anxious, and it's not about work, because he doesn't have a job. And you know, to be honest, I haven't even seen him looking for one. But you know, I'm sure it's just whatever it is. Like, now that I'm home all the time, I get to see it, and whatever it is, it's just swirling around in his head all day. Like, for instance, he's adopted, so he never knew his dad, except for a picture that we found on the internet. And you guys, his mom was a total bitch, a complete breeding bitch. And then he has like all these siblings that he doesn't even know. They're all different, really accomplished diabetic alert dogs, seizure alert dogs, agility champions, just all around good girls and boys. And we found them because they all have their own Instagram accounts. Like, that's how sophisticated these dogs are. My dog's level of sophistication is being able to go into the hamper, discern which is the dirtiest pair of underwear, and then turn it crotchless. As for his human parents, we got divorced when he was 5, so I don't think he understands why we're not a pack together anymore. But I still like let him go to his dad's house, and I can't tell if that's weird or if it just makes it worse. But I mean, it'll come to you as no surprise that around the time that I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety, so was Mogambo. And if you are even a little bit depressed, you'll probably know that it really doesn't help to hear that your dog is depressed too. Like, for fuck's sake, how bad at life are you that having a dog whose only job is to eat, play, and sleep is in need of medication because he can't take it anymore living at your house? One day I came home from work and he was lying on the floor. He was just like surrounded by this dirty laundry and all this trash and just laying there listening to Adele 25, you know, just so miserable. You know how dogs do that big sigh when they're like, you're not even listening, and then they're like, so you know that they're miserable. He did that. I mean, so I did what any good mom would do, and I put on my pajamas and I lay down on the floor with him. I mean, being that we're both kind of like lonely weirdos, I talk to him all the time when we're home alone together. And because he's a lonely weirdo, he actually talks back to me. So would you like a little preview of what our conversations sound like? I have a little beanie Magambo, and real Magambo is not available tonight because he actually is at his dad's house. So this is fake Magambo, but he will be having the real original Magambo's voice. So here we go. This is me, by the way. As if you didn't know. Magambo, what do you have to be sad about? You have the most charmed life. You get to go to the same salon that the Obama dogs used to go to. You have a walker and you go to daycare. You get fed twice, if not more, times a day. I bought you an indoor tennis ball launcher that you can load yourself and play fetch while I am at work. Speaking of work, now that we're in a pandemic, you get mommy time all the time. And you can reach to lick your own privates. What do you have to complain about, sir?
First of all, Mom, these are called Publix, see? Because they are always on display to the public. Maybe yours are private, mine are not. Second of all, you feed me the same stupid ass Purina Pro Plan chicken and rice every single day for my whole fucking life. Don't you think I get tired of it once in a while? And what about you? You have a nice job with healthcare. You have a great family, a car, a place to live. And the car and the place to live are two separate things. It's not even like you live in your car. What is it you have to be sad about, Mommy?
Magambo, it's my neurotransmitters. They don't work the same way everybody else's do. They make me numb and incapable of feeling joy. It's not my fault my brain chemistry is a complete mess. I'm trying really, really hard. Do you know how hard it is to get out of bed sometimes?
Of course I do, Mom. I have depression too.
Oh, yeah.
Want to take a nap?
Okay. So I'm looking into getting us an emotional support peacock. Thank you for your time. I'm Rashi.
All right,
Your
let's
host.
give it up for Rashi and Magambo, who is so poignant with his point of view on depression. I really appreciated that. All right, we will not, well, I guess by we, I mean I, will not be announcing the winners of the Laughter's Choice Awards until the end of the show, so that it's super, super suspenseful for you. So we're going to move right along to our next act. Please give it up for the current cast of Separate Beds 2019-20.
We're back.
All right. Our first sketch this evening is called Ferris Bueller's Day In.
Anderson. Here. Adler.
Here.
Bueller. 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 Bueller.
Here.
My, it's quite bright in your room, Bueller.
American history is remarkable. Please continue.
Now that's the type of attitude I've been waiting for. Yes, let's dive right in. In 1930, the House of Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the Great Depression, passed the anyone?
It's clear why you're the teacher and we're the students. We learn a lot from you.
Oh, wow, maybe I'm finally getting through to you. They passed the tariff bill, the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act.
They bought it. Incredible. One of the worst performances of my career. And they never doubted it for a second. I mean, how could I possibly expect to handle school on a day like this?
Ferris, are you hungry?
Mom, I'm in the middle of class. You can't just FaceTime bomb my lessons like this.
I'm sorry.
I trust you to understand the importance of my final months of class. And now that you're working from home in the quarantine, you should also know that entering my room or FaceTiming me under any circumstances would be an unforgivable violation of that trust.
Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. I promise I won't interrupt you again.
Cameron, babe, I'm taking the day off. Now get dressed and come on over.
I can't, stupid. I'm sick.
That's all in your head. This virus is a total hoax. Now come on over and pick me up. If anyone needs a day off, it's Cameron. He can't be this wound up tight before he goes to college. His roommate will kill him. Unless there's no campus in the fall.
I'm dying.
You're not dying. You just can't think of anything good to do.
What exactly were you imagining we'd do?
What won't we do? We'll catch a foul ball at Wrigley. We'll look over the edge of the observation deck of the Willis Tower. We'll weirdly pose with the crowds at the Art Institute.
We can't do any of those things. You know, the COVID-19 crowd restrictions.
Pardon my French, but Cameron is so tight that if you stuck a lump of COVID-19 up his ass, in 2 weeks you'd have a diamond. But I swore I heard something about crowds out in public now.
Wait, do you mean the Black Lives Matter protests?
What's that?
Are you joking? You know, the massive protests fighting against the systemic forces of racism in the wake of George Floyd and the fascist response to the armed forces and the government?
It's not that I condone fascism or any ism for that matter. Isms, in my opinion, are not good. A person should not believe in any ism. He should believe in himself.
I don't think that's quite the point, though.
Like, I have a test I'm skipping today on European socialism. I mean, really, what's the point? I'm not European. I don't plan on being European. So who gives a crap if they're socialists? They could be fascist anarchists, and it still doesn't change the fact that I don't own a car.
Wow. You really are a self-centered monster.
Cameron watched one documentary, and now he thinks he's woke. How about we join the protest, but then I jump on a parade float and sing a Beatles cover of an Isley Brothers song, all to the adoration of many Black people, a bunch of whom who come join in, dancing down some steps in a clearly choreographed routine, despite the impromptu nature of it.
You're living in a very, very troubling, rich, white boy fantasy, aren't you, Bueller?
Blackout. Our next sketch is Naked and Afraid, Home Edition.
Great ending.
Welcome. Good soundtrack. As you may be aware, we are currently in the middle of the COVID-19 crisis. Here at Discovery, we want to keep bringing you the content that you love. This season on Naked and Afraid, we would like to present Naked and Afraid at Home Edition. Fortunately, our two brave contestants who signed up to live for a month in the wilderness of the Outback, naked and afraid, and with only one chosen tool each, decided to take on this new challenge. Instead of trying to survive the climate, predators, and hunger, they will instead have to drive 1 month at home and tackle new challenges such as loneliness, isolation, and an intense lack of understanding TikTok. They will have to work together to make it through, but this time, virtually. If at any point they feel they are not capable of meeting this challenge, they can tap out and fail this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Healthcare professions, or just now meeting each other, for the very first time.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kimberly. I may be naked, but I'm definitely not afraid. I've been a wilderness guide for 15 years. I have fought off bears, and I did it all without one bit of struggle.
Wonderful. Glad to have you, Kimberly.
Hi there, Kimberly. I'm Rick. I spent 10 years in the Special Forces serving this country. Nothing scares me.
Perfect. I'll leave the two of you to it. Remember, all you have to do is survive for 1 month.
This will be easy.
Agreed. Now, what tool did you bring?
I brought my hunting knife.
All right, I chose this pot.
Great. Now I suppose we just wait for a month. Do you know what we're supposed to do?
I have no idea besides be naked. This is ridiculous. I'm not even afraid. What is there to be afraid of in my house? I live in my studio apartment and I can see everything all at once.
I mean, have you seen the latest figures about the pandemic? More dead than the Vietnam War. I can handle it, though. I have this huge suburban house and all my kids home from college. They didn't have that in the jungles of Vietnam.
Yeah, I agree. This virus isn't as tough as me. I'll get it. I'll fight it off just like I fought off those bears.
Yeah, those bears didn't stay 6 feet away.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose neither do the people at the grocery store. So let's see. We have shelter. So I suppose we need to find some food. Do you want to do an Instacart?
I suppose that's a safe choice. But what if the virus gets on the bags, though?
You're so right. It's better to sanitize them all and maybe leave them outside for a while.
But for how long? Do we even know how long?
I don't know how long. Maybe a day, maybe 2.
What if we go hungry? I can't go more than 2 days without food. Once in the Sahara, I had to go 12 hours. I haven't been the same since.
Yeah, don't panic, don't panic. We can do this. We're up for this challenge. Now, we just need to work together. Is there anything that you can scavenge?
I mean, I guess I could eat these leftovers, but I've already eaten them for 7 meals. I think they're starting to go bad. Other than that, I have this knife. Can I borrow your pot? No, you're over there, I guess. I could set some traps in the backyard. And what would the neighbors think?
Okay, let me see. Let me see if Chipotle delivers. Oh no, a news report just popped up. They said they announced that we've made a second wave starting in Houston.
Don't panic. We don't live in Houston.
I live in Houston.
Oh my God. If you die, I die. I can't survive on my own. I don't have a pot. What would I do? I just finished my last crossword puzzle. I've been trying to foster a dog, but they've all been adopted. Disney Plus is nowhere near as satisfying as I need. Just don't tap out.
I might have to tap out. I'm just too afraid. I mean, I've literally slapped a bear in the face, and this is just a little bit too much. I need to get outside. I need to get a haircut. I just can't do this. I don't think I can do this. The only good part of this is just being naked.
No, I'll tap out. You stay in. Keep being naked. Fight your fears. I believe in you.
Oh, we should just tap out together. There's no prize money for doing this for a whole month. Just a sense of accomplishment and pride. Fuck that.
Oh my goodness, are you both tapping out? I think this might be a first for Naked and Afraid. 4 minutes? You realize that once you tap out, nothing changes. All you gain is clothing. The situation is still the same. You still cannot go outside.
Oh, so we just have to be afraid.
Damn it. Fine, I'll take it.
Blackout. Our next sketch is Better Cheese for Times Like These.
Okay, so for the national spot, here's what's ready to go and is a natural continuation of last year's Better Cheese campaign.
We think you're going to love this. Oh, and we'll be recutting most of our existing footage, of course.
Some cheese isn't great cheese. It's inferior cheese products. At Sargento, every single cheese is amazing cheese because we make only 100% authentic, natural, delicious cheese. So when you use Sargento cheese in your food, you know it will be better. Much better. Sargento cheese. Taste the difference of better cheese.
Yeah. I know.
So, what are your thoughts?
Well, I don't know how else to say it, but it feels completely tone deaf.
What do you mean?
I mean, in times like these, with what we're all going through, we can't just put out an ad that makes it seem like better cheese is the only thing going on in this world.
Oh, absolutely.
We have a real opportunity to tap into the moment and let cheese be something that people can count on in relation to the leadership back in the country right now.
I 100% agree. We thought you might say something like this, so we've already come up with this option.
Good cheese. We're here for you. Now more than ever. Because in a socially distant world, amazing cheese is what brings us together. Supporting the brave workers of America, because we'll get through this. And when this is all over, we'll still be with you. Sargento cheese. Better cheese for times like these.
Well, okay, much closer, but let's discuss. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. So it's still missing something.
We could incorporate a shit ton more flags.
No, that's not it. We were just talking about Clorox.
And?
Well, their sales have gone through the roof as soon as Trump suggested investing in his disinfectants and cure.
You're not asking us to say that better cheese is a cure for COVID-19, are you?
No. But what if we suggest it?
I really don't think we can walk this line.
Bruce, I think I got this.
Really?
Yeah, just hit the music.
All right.
Better cheese. Not only does it bring us together in uncertain times, but it also prepares us for whatever lies ahead. By making us stronger, more resilient. From cows pumped full of antibiotics to give you herd immunity. By disinfecting the virus of hunger that lurks inside. By flattening the curve with incubation constipation. Sargento cheese, the cure for what ails us.
And?
We're going to be fucking rich. But. Yeah. So, as you know, we're a Wisconsin company, despite our name sounding like we're in Italy or whatever. And this ad just won't play well
here in the state of Wisconsin and with the people of Wisconsin, thinking that the virus is a total killery hoax. So, more importantly, what they really need right now is what they really care about right now is Aaron Rodgers' successor getting drafted, which could set up a period of intense turmoil in the locker room. It's really a fraught time for these folks. You have to understand.
So
we also need something we can play locally.
Emma?
The best cheers. We know it's not in your body, but on your head, because you're a Packers cheesehead. But at Sargento Cheese, we have the second best cheese for times like these. Not only does it bring us together and it completely cures any rumored little Chinese flu, it helps us focus on what's important. A smooth transition at the quarterback position. Because every purchase of Sargento cheese comes with a limited edition cheese mouth mask, where the holes in our cheese help you breathe. And to be vocal in your support for another 28 years of future Hall of Fame gunslingers. Sargento cheese. Better cheese for better QBs.
Dad!
Well,
Are you trying to say something?
My legacy is now complete. Thank you.
Is he dead?
Yes. Yeah, he just died. But don't worry. You still got the count. Cheese heads.
Blackout. Our next sketch is The Single Man.
Okay, the netbook wants us to resume filming as soon as possible, so we need to find a new face for next season's The Single Man. He has to meet so many qualifications, and we're doing this over video conferences, so this will be difficult.
I agree. We've been through like thousands of eligible single men, and I have not seen near the level of charisma that it requires to date 20 women at the same time. I'm hopeful about this next batch, though.
All right, let's just get on with the process.
I think we mean Journey.
Let's bring up Henry.
Hi, I'm Henry.
Okay, Henry. What makes you qualified to be the face of the single man?
Well, I am an astronaut.
Ooh, I think I can work with this. I mean, think of all the puns.
All right, for example?
1, look at his starry eyes. 2, I can't wait for our love to launch. 3, look at him rocket. 4, Houston, we have contact.
I like that one.
That was inappropriate.
5, how could I not gravitate to him? 6, it's a full moon and I'm in full swoon. 7, I don't need space. 8, I'm so glad to be atmosphere. I could go on. He's perfect.
All right, maybe. Even those puns won't give him personality. Let's see our other options. Plus, a dog could do his job. Thanks, Henry. That's all we need.
Sweet.
All right, bring in Matt.
Hey, I'm Matt.
Okay, Matt. What makes you qualified to be the face of the single man?
Well, I'm an accountant.
Oh no. This is tough. I mean, there are so many good options.
Like?
Okay. 1, he can count on me. 2, we add up. 3, I actually really like him. 4, yeah, I don't care what Ashley did. I won't budge it. 5, Sydney is in the red. 6, he goes from his love of finance to a fiance. 7, look at those assets. 8, you gotta give him credit. 9, he has such a high present value. Ugh.
Oh, no one will get that joke.
Yeah, I don't get any of these.
10, what a good return on investment. 11, look at them bond. I mean, once again, I could go on. He has a strong option.
His job can be done by an Excel spreadsheet. We have one more candidate. Let's give him a chance. Thanks, Matt. That's all we need. Bye.
Cool.
All right, bring in Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave.
Okay, Dave, what makes you qualified to be the face of the single man?
Well, I am a stand-up comic.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Blackout. All right, our final sketch of the evening is Roger Deakins' cinematic colonoscopy.
Mr. Deakins, I'm so glad we were able to schedule this virtual follow-up appointment. So the best way to explain your colonoscopy results is to visually walk you through them with the video from the scope. I'm going to share my screen with you right now so you can see the video.
I understand, and I suppose I'm as ready as I'll ever be to see this.
Okay, so here we have the...
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt, but I simply can't look at this.
Hey, I know it's kind of gross if you're not used to it. It's not every day you see the inside of your colon. But there are some serious implications here, so try to separate the visuals from any scatological queasiness.
No, that's the problem. All I see are the visuals, and they're absolutely rubbish.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? Most of your shots are completely out of focus, poorly lit, and appear to have been framed by an orangutan.
So your problem is the lighting?
My problem is the cinematography of my colonoscopy.
Listen, I know you're acclaimed cinematographer Roger Deakins, but...
I believe you're understating my 5 BAFTAs, 2 Oscars, and title of Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire bestowed by the Palace for my services to film.
Right. So do I need to call you Sir Roger Deakins or something?
No, I'm afraid a knighthood has eluded me thus far.
Okay, I'm sorry, but can we please just try to focus?
I would love to see you focus.
So here, we're coming to one of the first abnormalities.
Wait, why is it so jittery? What kind of a dolly system did you use?
Dolly system? I used a colonoscope.
You didn't even lay down a dolly track in my colon?
No doctor would do that.
Well, all I'm saying is no wonder this looks like some handheld Blair Witch nonsense.
Mr. Deakins, look, we really need to talk about these.
Wait, what are those?
These are large polyps.
They're magnificent.
Well, they're abnormalities that need to be removed.
Removed? You want to remove the only good thing in these shots?
They might be precancerous.
I'd rather my colon hurt than that my eyes bleed. My polyps are what finally ground this scene, giving us some much-needing bearings as we travel through time and space.
I don't think you're grasping what I'm saying. Look at this next one.
Did it just jump ahead?
Yes, your colonoscopy took over an hour. These are the important parts.
Well, everyone in film knows a single continuous shot, like the one I achieved in 1917, is the new gold standard. So I really don't think I can show this to my contemporaries.
Why would you show your colleagues your colon?
Not like this, no. I'm afraid I see no other way but to go back in there for reshoots.
Yes, exactly. And removing these polyps requires a specialized gastroenterologist.
No, I think you and I both know that I am the one to take the helm this time.
Mr. Deakins.
Yes, Mr. Deakins now, but I will surely arise Sir Roger Deakins if I can pull off the most beautiful colonoscopy the world has ever seen in one glorious continuous shot.
I would lose my license.
You can't lose your license by witnessing pure majesty in your field.
You just let us remove the polyps afterwards?
If I can pull off this shot, yes.
With a sedative?
No, I'll do this myself. I have my own scope here, and I'm ready to shoot.
You have your own colonoscope?
A true artist is ready to shoot at any scene at a moment's notice. Ugh.
Oh my god. It's beautiful. And it's one continuous shot.
The Queen!
Your Majesty, how did you get into this private video appointment? You can't be here. This is a HIPAA violation.
Oh, this colonoscopy is hogwash.
But I did it in one shot.
After that 1917 crap, I thought you quit polishing turds. No knighthood for you.
And blackout.
All right, give it up for all right, great. So we're gonna shift gears here, and we're gonna do some improv with the original cast of Hot and Sweaty, minus well, it's basically me and Bill. Bill, are you here?
Yes.
I'm here.
No, not you, Billy. The other Bill. All right, great. All right, Bill, you want to get the suggestion?
Sure. We're just doing a word, right? For
Yeah.
mono?
Yeah.
All right. Can we get a word of anything at all?
Bucket.
Bucket. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. So, I've decided that on my bucket list, I would like to eat very unhealthy food.
You haven't done that yet?
No, I've ate healthy all this time, and now I'm just like, I want to eat a bucket of fried chicken.
Okay. Well, I'm not someone who I don't expect my dates to eat a salad on the first date. So, yeah, you're welcome to go wild. Go wild here. I mean, I'm a pretty laid back guy, so I mean, you seem so prim and so proper to me. This is honestly it makes me feel better.
Really? I'm making you feel better.
Yeah, I mean, our friend set us up, and I was like, I'm not sure if I see it. She's royal.
Mm-hmm.
You're like and I'm, I work at Radio Shack.
Yes, I was kind of fascinated by people in the radio industry.
Yeah, I unfortunately don't know much about that. I sell hardware, more like radios.
Oh, so you're not a radio personality doing a radio show from a shack?
No, Sadly, I'm not. I can see why you thought that. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no. I
It's
If
okay.
you
I
needed
also
a
put it on my bucket
HDMI
list.
cord,
Date somebody super poor.
that's on your bucket list?
Yeah, I want to eat very unhealthy and date somebody super poor.
Okay, so everyone that you've dated so far has been rich and well-fed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have to say, I'm feeling a little insecure here.
Oh, no,
You
don't
know,
feel insecure. That's not on my bucket list to make somebody feel insecure. In fact, it is actually on my bucket list to make somebody feel so empowered that they can make $1 million.
whoa, really?
Mm-hmm.
I I mean, I don't know if that's in my future, but
Oh.
it's I would I mean, that'd be fun. Have $1 million. Man, I don't have a bucket list really, not one written down just because I haven't had really the money to consider these things. Because usually people are like, go skydiving or I don't know, go to Thailand or whatever.
Oh. Do you
And
want to go to Thailand? Have you been?
never been. Always wanted to go. Always wanted to go.
I've always wanted to go to Jupiter. I've been to every country on the planet, so if I go anywhere, I'd like to go beyond this planet.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Every country?
Every country.
What's your favorite? Okay, so that's why your bucket list is getting so detailed. Just a
Mm-hmm.
woman who's been around the world, never dated a poor.
Mm-mm.
Not for you. Wow.
Mm-mm.
The pressure must be so high. But now that like Harry and Meghan broke the ceiling or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
now you can really stick it to the royals and everything. Even if you're like a
Mm-hmm.
duchess or something. I don't
Right?
know. Excuse me. I'm just a dumb American.
No, it's okay. You're not a dumb American. You're just.
That's very nice, but I am.
Oh.
I'm proud and I'm dumb. Is that on your list or I mean maybe not.
Not really to date a dumb American. That doesn't seem worthy of being on one's bucket list. It's just, I mean, why do you think you're dumb? I mean, like, relatively speaking, on the spectrum of dumb, how dumb do you think you are?
I'm not a huge fan of books.
Hmm.
Don't like to read. Can, but don't care to.
Well,
I
mean, a
I
lot of
yell at my
people don't.
TV.
Oh, you yell. You yell at your TV.
At
Oh.
my TV, yeah. It
Well,
doesn't
what channel
respond.
do you watch on your TV?
What channels? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
NFL.
Oh.
NFL. All the time. ESPN.
Oh.
Monday night football. I look forward to Monday night every flipping week.
Oh, so it's not that you're a dumb American, you just are into average things like sports.
Sure. But I love to really scream at the refs. Get out of here. What do you think you're doing? I'll give you one step before I start. You don't even want to know.
Wow, that's a really raspy kind of villainous voice that you use to scream at the TV when you watch sports.
Yeah, those refs, stuff like that. That's like how I yell.
Wow, it's all
So,
very fascinating.
well, I have to know, what's your favorite country?
Dubai.
Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
You mean United Arab Emirates?
Yep.
What about it?
The shopping malls.
Really?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I was walking through the one with the indoor ski slope, and there was a store that had a purse for $20,000 in it. And I just thought, this is the best country in the world.
Then don't they have that's amazing. An indoor ski slope and a $20,000 purse. Where else can you find that within a stone's throw? And then also an island shaped like a palm tree that is like 2 years old.
Right! You know a lot about Dubai. See, you're not a dumb American.
No, I watch the Travel Channel sometimes, and I get so worked up. You should hear me when I get mad.
Oh, I would
What?
love to hear you. Tell me how you talk to the Travel Channel.
I'm like, oh, Rick Steves, what do you think you're doing? I'm going to give you to the count of 3 to make an emotional connection with this guy selling a trinket. And then, he usually does that, so it all works out well.
Wow. That was so unbelievably sexy.
Really? Wow. I mean, hey, if you like me at my worst, then I guess you really deserve me at my best.
Yeah.
I have, my ex-wife had something like that up on the wall in her place. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. And I was like, well, I guess I can't handle you at your worst. And we got divorced.
You got divorced? How long have you been divorced?
Oh, about 4 months.
Oh, so very recent. I've never been married.
Not once?
No. Figure out, I don't want to be tied down. You know what I mean? I want to see the world.
I hear that. I've been tied down a few times.
You've been tied down a few times?
Yeah. That was my 4th.
You've been married 4 times?
Yeah, 4 marriages. I'm 0 for 4.
Oh, like the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl.
That's right. Oh, when Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas fucked it up, I was like, you guys, you're gonna do it before Tracy. And they did.
Yeah.
I was so mad. I put a lot of money down on that game.
Really? I rooted for the Dallas Cowboys. Despite being British, I really like something about the Dallas Cowboys.
Really?
I do. I tell you what.
Such an American organization.
Yeah, there's just something about a cowboy. It's hot.
Yeah, I've been called the Troy Aikman of my family.
Really? Isn't that more insulting than a compliment?
So you're a Cowboys fan, you hate Troy Aikman?
No, he just wasn't very nice.
Mm.
More of like a Roger Staubach, Tony Romo fan.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Romo. Yeah, but how many rings does Romo have? And how many does Aikman have, right?
Well, good point. I guess it doesn't matter how nice the quarterback is. But, he did his job. Yes. Well, this has been a fun date.
Yeah, should we do it again sometime?
Yes, why not?
Is the second date on your bucket list? Great.
Yeah, why not? We can talk more about the Buffalo Bills.
I would love that.
And that's our...
So do I have to pick? Yeah.
All right, give it up for Hot Sweaty! Oh, so ridiculous. Okay, cool.
Go Bears!
Yeah, go Bears! Oh, the Chicago Bears. Yes. So for any of you guys who do not know, 0 for 4. Buffalo Bills. They never won a Super Bowl the 4 times that they went.
Lost to the New York Giants the first time, yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, and our final act of the evening for the Laughers Choice Encore Awards show. Please give it up for Separate Beds, the cast of 2018-19.
All right. Thanks, Nancy. Hi, everyone. We're going to try to keep this to 1 minute. No, I'm kidding. You're in for a few sketches with us. Our first sketch is called Name That Country.
Good evening, all, and welcome to Name That
Country.
The audience is always encouraged to call out our slogan whenever possible. We like it. This is an exciting show. We want you to be excited. So this is the game show that asks you to name that country. Thank you, thank you. Our contestants here are playing for the chance to win round-trip airfare and all-expense-paid vacation for them and a friend to the country of their choice. I'm your host, Sam Samuelson. This week, we're visiting Tri-State College and battling it out with our college contestants. Let's get started. But first up, Glenn. Glenn.
Hey.
That country.
Oh, yeah, that's Australia.
No, I'm so sorry. We were looking for New Caledonia, a French territory in the South Pacific. Next up, Brittany. Name that country.
Canada.
Correct. 100 points to Brittany, who's now in the lead. Glenn, back to you. Name that country.
Definitely Eastern Europe. Going to have to go with Czech Republic. I never know how to say it.
So close. We're looking for Czechia. So in April 2016, it's good for you to know this. In April 2016, the Czech Republic voted to change their name. Judges, can we give them like half a point? No. Oh, that is too bad. Brittany, you're up. Name that country.
Canada.
Another 100 points to Brittany. Glenn, try to catch up. Name that country.
That would definitely be the state of Idaho.
Oh, you're so close, Glenn. We were looking for the country, which, of course, would be the United States of America. Brittany, you are on a roll, and up next. Name that country.
Canada.
Correct. And with 300 points, Brittany holds fast the lead as we head into our lightning round. First, let's get to know our contestants. Brittany, she hails from Richmond, Virginia, and is currently a student at Yale. Way to go, smarty pants. She's majoring in linguistics and one day hopes to visit every single country she identifies today. Now, Glenn here. Glenn hails from New York, and did not call my daughter back after their third date, which is weird because Glenn, he clearly knows how a phone works. He knows how to use it. He called our producer back, for gosh sakes.
Okay. Is your daughter Karen?
Her name is Samantha, and that is all we need to know about Glenn. Time for the lightning round. Just like the first round, our contestants will be shown an image of a country, but this time they have 30 seconds to name it. Each contestant also has the chance to colonize the other's country and steal their points if they don't get it. But, you know, that'll come up maybe. First up, Brittany. Clock is set. Name that country.
Canada.
Correct. Glenn, name that country.
Is that a country? That's your daughter.
TikTok, Glenn, TikTok.
What am I even supposed to say? Whatever. Malta, South Africa, United States, Sweden, Israel.
Oh, I am so sorry, Glenn. Now, Brittany, would you like to invade Glenn's country?
I'm so sorry, Glenn. I want to travel to somewhere that's not Canada. Yes, I will colonize.
Brittany, name that country.
France.
Correct. Brittany's on fire. Try to catch up, Glenn. Clock is ticking. So, Brittany, name that country.
Canada.
Correct. Glenn, name that country.
This is so unfair, man.
So went on and ghosted them. TikTok, little buddy.
Okay.
Oh, so close.
I didn't even get the answer.
We were looking for the United States.
Where did you get that picture?
Now, I know this is your best friend, Seth, and you got it from his public Facebook page. Check his security settings. You gave us permission to use his likeness as we please. So we're just going to use that of your best friend from here on out, always.
Oh, that's clearly a fake. I don't know. That could be Seth, but that's not even cool, man.
It's time for the final round. Each contestant has received an emailed map and must identify it as quickly as possible. And then they will have to name that country.
Country.
Open your emails.
Oh, God.
Now, Brittany, what country did you have in your email? I know this is fun for the studio audience at home, but trust me, the emails are exciting.
Canada.
And you identify it correctly, making you the winner of
Name that country.
Now, Glenn, you're out of time. You've identified yours wrong. You can't even win anyway. It's just not happening. You've made another poor choice in life, bud. Like when you stopped responding to my daughter's messages and then posted screenshots of them on your fraternity's Facebook page. The newly founded, not yet UN-sanctioned country of the Republic of Ostsak? I'll look it up later. It's near Armenia in the South Caucasus. Too bad.
What is the point? I won't win. What is the point of any of this?
Now, Glenn, you won't be going home empty-handed. Brittany will be walking with a round-trip airfare, but you are in for just as fun a time.
Let me guess. I get to go on a date with your daughter?
Now, Glenn, my daughter is not just some prize we won. Instead, you'll be walking away with something better. A conversation with your mother. She is backstage holding copies of all the text messages you sent my daughter and others in the past few weeks.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes, and we'll see you next time on Name That Country.
That country.
Glenn, what does the eggplant mean? What does the eggplant mean?
Nothing, Barbara.
All right. Our next sketch is called Mission Rejected.
Agent Smith, thank you for coming.
Well, of course.
We were impressed by your work last week.
Thank you.
Jumping out of that plane to catch that nuclear bomb? That took some real guts.
All a part of the job.
And that torture interrogation you went through. Getting through that took some guts, too.
Yep. All also a part of the job.
Of course. Well, we have a new crisis on our hands. Your arch nemesis has stolen 3 plutonium cores. Our intel suggests that he has the capability to turn these into active bombs. Your mission, should you choose to
No, boss. I'm gonna go ahead and stop you right there.
What's that?
You said, should you choose to accept it? And I do not.
Agent Smith.
Look. I can't keep doing this, okay? Every single time it's nuclear bomb this, nuclear bomb that. Every single time it's the end of the world. Let me guess. Let me take a quick guess. Were you going to ask me to jump out of a plane again?
Well, actually, we were going to have you jump from one plane to another plane, grab the cores, dive down into the ocean, then swim 30 miles to shore, while, of course, keeping the plutonium dry.
Yeah. I'm not doing that.
But the world is at risk, Agent.
Okay. You have, like, literally an entire organization of spies. You know who this sounds perfect for, actually? Agent Hammer. She would nail this type of mission.
Agent Smith, you are the one that we have chosen for this mission.
Look, I honestly thought I was getting called in for promotion or even a freaking raise, man. I mean, like, I've been doing this all year and, like, just for years in general. Like, I thought I'd get to, be the type of spy who can soon that goes to parties and make bad puns and all that.
Smith, promotion conversations only occur once each cycle.
And you never tell us when that is. It's different time every year.
Exactly. We would not be the highly reputable organization we are if we let our enemies know exactly when to recruit disappointed employees now, would we?
Okay, look. I'm not doing any more missions until I get a freaking raise, at least. I mean, I've gotten all the certifications you asked for. I show up every day. I've even accepted missions while on vacation. And I got the highest performance rating this organization offers 2 years in a row.
You want to know why you haven't been promoted?
I would freaking love to know why.
You just don't have that je ne sais quoi. It's like my martini. When I see your work, I'm shaken, but I'm not stirred. Like when you jump out of an airplane, I'm just not really buying it.
But you just said I did a great job of it not 2 minutes ago.
Well, I just think that now is a little too soon. Maybe in another cycle. Also, your pun game really isn't up to snuff.
I'm working on them. Like, what about the raise at least?
Funding is a little tight in your department, unfortunately.
Really, funding's a little tight in the department, really. In a department that routinely prevents nuclear bombs from going off.
I can offer you a 0.5% raise.
1%. That doesn't even keep up with inflation.
How about 0.07?
Really? 007?
Oh, yes.
Look, if we're playing chicken, that raise is poultry, okay? How about 5% and I get to use the company jetpack with free parking?
Oh, you want the jetpack?
I think it might give my future here some lift.
Well, your puns will have to be better than that. Unfortunately, no more jetpacks are available for employees at your level. I'm afraid you're grounded.
I quit.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Because?
Well, this is awkward. I was actually going to betray you. After you got those plutonium cores, I was going to stab you in the back and sell them to North Korea. You were the only agent I'd be able to trick into doing this. It had to be you. Once I sell the bombs, I'll...
Yeah!
Agent Smith karate chops the boss through the computer screen.
Chop, chop. Okay, maybe she had a point about the puns.
All right. Our next sketch, thank you, Ed, thank you. Our next sketch is called Tech Support. Sam is sitting in front of a computer, clearly frustrated. Alex Zoom calls, carrying a bag of tools.
Knock, knock. Did you call for IT support?
Oh my gosh, yes, thank you. My computer has been offline for like an hour. I was working on spreadsheets for sales when I clicked on this email, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah. Probably a phishing scam, actually. Gotta be careful with what you click. You never know what you may unleash or awaken with these old things. Let me just take a peek through here.
Alex has a look at Sam's computer, holds up a handful of wires, confused.
You've got a lot of wires here.
Oh yeah, I never noticed. Anyway, I was on spreadsheet number 666 when all of a sudden I got this crazy email, and I opened it, and then
Okay.
The printer.
Is it printing your spreadsheets?
No. Oh, these are just a bunch of weird symbols, like ancient runes or something.
I'm sorry.
I am not quite sure what that was.
Printers? Yeah, these things always act possessed. Let me just keep trying to fix these wires and.
Oh, yes! Back online. Gotta finish these spreadsheets.
You've got mail. You've got mail. You've got
Okay.
mail.
Okay, well, that was definitely weird. Haven't heard that in a long time. What operating system do you have on this? Okay, what kind of link did you click, lady?
No idea. It said something about my penis.
The power of Christ compels you to input your password, mortal.
No.
Okay.
This might be above my pay grade, really. And outside of my religion.
Mortals, bow before me. You have brought me back from the depths of hell, and I return to you anew. I come to make your default browser's Internet Explorer unless you sacrifice.
Oh my god. My boss is never going to get these spreadsheets now. I really regret clicking that penis link.
I drink the blood of the unholy and spew it forth unto the earth. I come to make every email undeliverable.
Alex hacks into the computer and unplugs it. The computer goes dark. Satan exits.
What did you do?
I got him out of the coding.
Mortals beware, for I am the death. And until doom, spam, spam, spam. I shall unearth your old Hotmail emails from 2004.
Unplug it again, unplug it again, unplug it again.
I'm trying to hack it, ladies. Just give me a second. I am. Okay. I see the problem here.
Oh god, what is it?
Looks like you were still using Windows Vista.
All right. I hope nobody else has encountered those tech problems while in quarantine. That would be miserable. Our next sketch is, and final sketch, I should say, is called I'm Not a Muggle.
Hermione said,
Honestly, Ron, you should take Muggle studies next year.
as Harry practiced his Patronus. Then...
Mom,
Yes, Davy?
what's a muggle?
Really?
Yeah, what's a muggle?
Dave, this is the third book. How do you not know what a muggle is?
I don't know. Must have missed that part or something.
Son, you're 16. And it's just that these books are very important to me. And if you won't read them yourself, then I must take it upon myself to read them to you.
I'm 16 and a half. But aren't there movies anyway? I mean, like, we could just knock out those over like a weekend or something.
Dave Ryderson! You are living under my roof and we have rules. You are only allowed to watch the movies after having read the books.
Okay. I promise I won't watch the movies first. But for now, just what's a muggle mean again?
Well, a muggle is a person who can't do magic. Like you and me, we are muggles.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, then I'm not a muggle.
Is that so?
Yeah, I can do magic.
Oh, well, what magic can you do, son?
Well, I can do this thing where I can like make my dick grow really big.
Dave? Your father has had the talk with you, right? You know what an erection is, right?
Of course, Mom. I mean, like, I'm 16 and a half.
Okay, so that's not magic. You're a muggle.
No, Mom. When it gets extra big, it feels like I can literally do anything. I mean, like, I can make things move without touching them. I can even talk to snakes.
What snakes are you talking to? Have you been bit?
Mom, come on. This is real. I just didn't ever know how to tell you. My dick could literally change the world.
I am not prepared at all to have this conversation. Richard!
Hello, all.
Are you Dumbledore?
Ha, yes.
You're real?
Well, I believe so.
Whoa!
Yes, I've come on a rather urgent note. The ministry has seen a lot of unregistered magical activity coming from this area in particular, and I want to investigate myself before the ministry became involved.
With all due respect, I think my son is high on the magic of puberty.
Well, actually, he has access to a particularly powerful form of magic that requires special instruction.
Dope. Do I get a wand?
Your particular kind of magic does not require that kind of wood. I was this way when I was young and looked like Jude Law.
But you have the Elder Wand.
Only the Elder Wand itself is more powerful than dick magic.
This is all just too much. I mean, Hogwarts is real? Magic is real?
Yes, all of it's real. The J.K. Rowling took some liberties, of course. She didn't spend that much time on the dark arts of dick magic.
Dark arts? Wait, are you saying that my son will be a Slytherin?
Oh, almost certainly.
Hell yeah. Okay, so how do I use my powers?
We usually wait until you get to Hogwarts, but perhaps it's better for everyone if you get this a bit under control now. So, Dave, all you have to do is say the proper spell name and then thrust, like so. Lumos. Dumbledore thrust, and the room quickly brights up very brightly for a moment.
Okay, let me give it a try here. Lumos.
Dave thrusts, and the lights flicker back and forth very weakly. That's head boy material.
Oh.
Next, you must learn a protection spell. Dumbledore pulls out a condom and throws the condom at Dave. Now, go ahead and try talking to your snake.
Wait. I think I've got this. Okay, I know what I can do. Expecto Patronum!
Dave thrusts, and the lights flicker back and forth as he has an immense orgasm that causes him to pass out and faint.
Oh!
What happened?
The prophecy is true. Dave Ryderson is the boy who jizzed.
All right, let's give it up for 7 Beds 2018-19.